counting on Grant Hill being out for so long, but the Orlando Magic, they're 1 or 2 players away. When you have a guy like T-Mac, the way he's been playing basketball, all you need is another guy out there to complement.
In the league, first foreign-born player.
Bruce Bowen couldn't decide if he was going to Pat Garrity or not.
David Robinson fights his way to the hole and lays it in. Parker with Armstrong staying right at his hip. Looks to drive, leans in, drops it down. He's got about 3 guys around him, turns and fires, and somebody got a piece of that. David Robinson to Parker. Parker says, I'm coming back out. Ginobili couldn't be more wide open for a 3 and run the floor after Kemp practically put him in it. McGrady goes after his own miss, Duncan out of there with it. Into the hands of Parker. Robinson wants the lob, and there it is.
And that's set up because Tim Duncan runs the floor.
Brady with the jump shot. Duncan in the double team. Jackson, Bowen, Parker now wants to drive on Miller. Gets it down to David Robinson, who drops it in.
That's just excellent ball movement because he's catching the ball at the elbow, and there's not a lot of room to operate.
Someone got a piece of Garrity's shot. Up well short now. Approaching a minute left here in the first half. Parker floats in, won't stay, goes back after his own. Duncan with it, drops it off to Parker now. Jackson gets it back. That's the guy we're talking about. 7 on shot clock. Bowen. And good. Again, Michelle. Jackson to Bowen. Bowen pulls up and then thought better of it. Comes to Parker somehow.
I'd like to see Bowen shoot that. He just dropped his last 3.
And Parker skies in, throws it up high, and
him drop the jumper. Then you see Tony Parker penetrating down the line just too quick.
Gone.
He's coming off screens and he's getting wide open looks. The big men need to step out and help when Tracy McGrady gets open on the perimeter.
Parker answers right back.
Pure jumper. He's 15 feet away from the bucket. He's not even looking for a shot now.
Tim Duncan done the presentation. Parker now with 7 on the shot clock. Garrity, nice job to move his feet. 4 on the clock, 2. Jackson uses the glass. On.
Dangerous. When you guard a guy like Tracy McGrady or Kobe Bryant, when they penetrate to the basket, they can put up a shot and still beat you to the offensive rebound.
Tim Duncan gets fouled.
Not a lot Mike Miller can do once he's going up against a guy with that kind of size, but to use that off arm.
Good ball movement again by San Antonio. Clock's under 10. Parker decides to release and buries the shot. But that a couple weeks ago about how good Del Curry was at doing that.
Yes, he was always prepared to shoot the ball.
Rose with 6 on the shot clock, and now San Antonio on top, looking to stretch it. Bowen into Duncan, draws that crowd again. Parker sees an opening, goes right at the Clark, over top of his outstretched arms and in.
A Doc Bubble.
28 points for McGrady now. Parker wants to start. Oh, great pass. I mean, that Duncan now. Swings it back out for Parker. Duncan gets it, and he loses the Clerk and gets the block.
That's until he spins off of you.
McGrady's jump shot halfway down and pops right back out to Parker.
Oh, we got a game on our hands, man.
Minute to go. 2-point contest. Ginobili cuts underneath. Parker has a wide open 3 and cans it.
Now, one thing I learned about Tony Parker, he's not afraid to take big shots. He relishes those situations. This guy took more big shots last year than anybody on the team.
And Parker